Good to get here.
Welcome to the City Center special meeting for Thursday, July 2nd. I'm Councillor Sherry Rollins. With me is Councillor Gilroy, Councillor Orlico, and Rebecca Ford, Committee Clerk. I'd like to acknowledge that we're in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu, and Dakota peoples, and the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in really beautiful Treaty 3 territory. We don't necessarily need a motion to receive the minutes of the last meeting, but we do have two reports. And the first report is a Land Dedication Reserve Fund Treaty 1 Development Corporation, Nawe-Odana Twin Areas Arena Study, and I'll hand it over to Councillor Orlico.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we have an amending scope of work. We hit some issues with regarding the other scope of work that I was unaware of and everybody was unaware of. But in light of that issue, we're still trying to resolve those issues. But while we're here today, we'd like to move forward with the Twin Arena model and get some work going on there. And I think anybody knows in Winnipeg, our existing sheets of ice, indoor sheets of ice are falling apart fast. And with climate change, we're going to need indoor sheets of ice. And this is a great partnership with a great group. So you have, which I've been always told that we always want to have partnerships. So I think it hits all the check boxes that we want. It says that we'll do rental. We'll see when we get there after we get the prices. We may actually pay for one too, but I'll leave that to the new council. But at this point, it's the idea that we'd rent one of the sheets of ice. But I'm fully expecting the new council will be asked to put in some capital funds as well. But not at this point. That's a story for another day. So based upon that, there is another amending motion. The cost of the, when we amended this one, the cost of the proposal went down. So that we'll just amend that down to, I think it's what, 10 grand or so. And we'll do that on the fly. We'll do that later, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So today's about waiving the criteria because it's not on city land. And it's not on city land, it's on Treaty 1 land. So very excited about it. I've been working on this for quite a long time. The guys are really, really great to work with. So I want to make sure this we can show them the city of Winnipeg supports them and what they're doing. So that's why this is here today.
Are there any questions?
No, just happy to support the project.
I have a question, Councillor Orlico. I mean, when we have land dedication reserve criteria that is on about acquiring land for Parks and Rec, about developing and improving Parks and Rec, about constructing and renovating recreation facilities, and consulting design services and feasibility studies, is it your understanding that the only reason why the land dedication reserve said that it didn't meet criteria is because it was on treaty land versus
right? We're not buying land, so we could utilize for the acquisition of land for parks and we're not doing that.
We're doing the feasibility study, and that's in scope for.
So there are many areas in scope. Yeah. There's a couple that just aren't. Like for example, it's not on our land. We're not acquiring it, so we're partnering. So that it doesn't fit completely, but again, that's beyond. And the other one was utilized for. We're not. I don't know where this one came in. So I asked Helen, but I didn't get a response yet. Number two, I don't see why that's there. We're not planning to operate it. We're not planning to do anything like that. So, but it is there. And then the third one is continue of the physical legacy of parks and recreation. Well, that one is good. So we I think it was 1 and 3. Was it? So I'm personally, only one I know is 1. It isn't, it's their land. It's Treaty 1's land. And I have no intention of saying that we're going to buy that land off them or take it from them. So that's definitely not happening. So that criteria we don't meet. Number 3, I say we're actually, we are doing that. We're a very important physical legacy for Parks and Rec for the future of facilities for City of Winnipeg. So I don't necessarily agree with 3, but Helen, to all her credit, this is her report. So, but definitely 1 I can agree with, but that's only 1. So either way, it still require a waiving of the rules.
Okay, pretty interesting. You know, when we're reading the treaty acknowledgement every meeting, and I think that we might have more work to do on understanding the constitutional relationship and how it works in this, because it is odd that it didn't meet criteria, I think. But okay, so moved by Counselor Olako. All those in favor?
Aye.
Great. That was carried unanimously. Moving to repurposing of Vimy Ridge Lawn Bowling Clubhouse. Counselor Gilroy.
Yeah, this motion is just looking at the cost. Instead of decommissioning, I want to recommission a building. This park is used by a lot of military events. There's a lot of gardening events that take place, and just having an indoor space would be, really, really ideal for the community, for a gathering connection space. And so we do have this public asset. However, Parks right now is using it for storage. So I'd like to look at what the cost would be for fixing it up, repurposing it, so that community can enjoy the space and have indoor shelter if required. So that's what I'm looking to get. I got to see how feasible it is. I don't know the condition of the building and what it may require in order for us to do this.
Good idea.
Such a popular park too.
Very popular.
Okay, so moved by Counselor Gilroy. All those in favor?
Aye.
That was also carried unanimously. We'll adjourn with a motion from Counselor Olako.
Good.
And that was also carried unanimously.
Great. Do that with you?
Like, perfect.
I think we emailed it to you as well.
Okay.
All right, good meeting, everybody. That's my last.